Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 7th of March 2022. And again, there is a number of very interesting news to report about. And the first one is from the Isle of Islay and from Laphroaig. Laphroaig, the former distillery manager John Campbell moved away from Laphroaig and now is working at the Loch Lea distillery, and they now replaced him with Barry MacAffer. And he has been working with the team since 2011, so about 11 years ago. He has been working at Laphroaig, so he is an internal runner-up, and that's quite good to hear because he knows the ins and outs. If you work for 11 years at a place, then you know the ins and outs of one distillery, and he now runs a distillery, so probably a good choice for a new distillery manager. Then we have GlenAllachie 10 years cask strength batch number 7 comes to the market. Yes, a new bottling from GlenAllachie. Billy Walker created a new cask strength batch with 56.8% ABV, and it comes from 4 different casks: PX, Oloroso Sherry cask, Rioja Barrique, and Virgin Oak casks. Will come to the market soon. Then we have news from the Spirit of Speyside Whisky Festival 2022. It will be held from the 27th to the 2nd of May and will be having over 500 events. So probably they have a bit of a problem with a really big event, so they really cut it down to 500 small events. And there are various different kinds of events. Amongst them are tastings, obviously, and also distillery visits and much more. So it's basically a festival, just spread out a little more. Then we have a new bottling from Bladnoch, but quite new. It's not quite that new because it's called Talia, and we already had the Talia in 2017, and now it comes out without an age statement, and they say they used the oldest cask at the distillery, matured in Oloroso sherry casks and red wine casks from California, 45.5% ABV, not colored, not chill filtered. Now hopefully this will be one of their first standard editions and a bit more available than the other ones. Then we have the Lakes Distillery. They are trying to get on 1.25 million Great British pounds for their whiskey expansion. Yeah, they are getting a crowdfunding and want to get that money to increase their single malt production. They want to triple their production and also increase storage space. Then we have a new line of whiskey being created, and that's Ex-Macallan whiskey creator is creating the GlenAllachie or GlenAllachie, sorry, confused that, Craigellachie line. And she does that. She does that by working together with the Craigellachie Hotel, and wants to create a new collection and really represent the Speyside with that. Her name is Sarah Bergnes, and I wouldn't mention her if she wouldn't have a chance of it, because there are many people out there who try this, but she really has a chance because she has 25 years of experience within the whiskey industry. So she's really an old, very knowledgeable person, so she will probably work together with Craigellachie very good and have a nice whiskey collection. Then next up, Ireland. The Teeling Wonders of Wood single pot still whiskey comes to the market. It's a start of a new series. It starts with Virgin Chinkapin Oak from America. It's not a single malt, it's 50% malted barley and then 50% unmalted barley, so it's kind of a blend whiskey, as in Scottish terms. They would say single pot still whiskey. Has 50% ABV, and it will be sold in Ireland first, and then it will reach out to Europe, USA, and other countries. So hopefully will be good. Then we have a look at the United States. The Havon Hill Distillery brings out their new Heritage collection and starts with a 17-year-old barrel proof bourbon. Yeah, For a Scottish whiskey 17-year-old is not that special. It's expensive, but not that special. For Heaven Hill and for American Kentucky Straight Bourbon, 17 years is exceptionally long, and it's very very good looked after, because very well looked after, because it's very, very old for Kentucky Straight Bourbon. They even released the mash bill, 78% corn, 10% rye, and 12% malted barley. So it will be a pretty nice Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Although 17 years in presumably virgin oak casks will be a very, very intense whiskey as well. So it will be filled with 118.2 proof. Then we have news from the international market. The Mackmyra Limousin whiskey is coming out. It's a limited single malt with 16,000 bottles, quite big bottling, from the Seasons series. And they are maturing in a lot of different casks. Cognac casks, Oloroso casks, cherry wine. Yes, cherry, not sherry, cherry wine. Also raspberry, forest raspberry wine. That's quite a combination, but we already know that the guys at Mackmyra do a lot of that stuff. So, but usually it is quite good. 46.1% ABV, and hopefully will be available soon in your market. At our market, it will be available very soon. Yeah, then we have the Swiss whiskey bottler, or mature or independent bottler, the Seven Seals, and they're bringing out two new lines: the Age of Pisces, the Age of Taurus. They're kind of Zodiacs, and that's why they're in the Zodiac line. The Age of Pisces is a not peated malt with Oloroso sherry finish, and the other one is a smoky edition, a peated one, the Age of Taurus, with a finish in port wine casks. Both have 49% ABV and will be available in Europe pretty soon. Yeah, that was it for this week with the Whisky.com news. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.